All right, guys, it's Bane. Again, this is going to be video number 2 on how to create a custom class. Now, in the rule set, the tables out of the basic and SRD rules are in. So, for instance, magic user, I put this into test, but this is going to come up when you pull up in the rule set. This is going to be blank. There's going to be nothing here. Okay, but these tables, this table is built into the rule set because that's part of Open Gaming License. But if you were to look at Paladin, this table is not built into the rule set. This table has to be put in manually. So for Magic User, you could take an empty class field and type in Magic User and drag it to your character sheet and hit level, and it's going to make a Magic User. It's going to put his hit points in. It's going to put his saves in, his Thaco, all of that. It's not going to do the abilities though, because to do the abilities, you're basically copying text out of their PDF, and so that's not necessarily part of the Open Gaming License. So you'd have to do that yourself. So if you want to go in and create a Magic User, you're going to have to go into Skills. I set up a little Essential Class Abilities, and you can see I have Magical Research. You just drag it over to that. And when I do that, when I make this, it's going to have level granted, and this is just test. You could put the text yourself from the Old School Essentials manual that you own, and then it'll all show up on the character sheet. Okay, but we're going to talk about how to create these and what to do. So this part is kind of self-explanatory. If you were to look at the PDF or the book from Old School Essentials, it just starts off at the top. It's got all of these fields, and then you could copy and paste all of the data into those fields, just like that, okay? And then the next part, you have this description, right? So I could say, this is the description of a Magic User, right? So again, you can actually copy and paste straight up out of the PDF into this field. Now this description field doesn't do anything. This is just information for the player. Here I even put like hot links to like spout and spell table that I made, and I use story entries for that. Here's a turn a dead table that I did, so that the player has that information. So this is just informational. This doesn't actually do anything. This top part actually doesn't do anything either. The boxes that do things are this abilities, right? Which you create by clicking on your skills. So this is skills and abilities, right? You could create a new skill. I could call it magical stuff, right? I can put in what level it's granted. I could enter some text, okay, and then I can drop it onto my new guy, and now this guy's going to get this ability. If I spelled it right, let me try spelling this right. Magic stuff, okay, and then this guy's going to get this ability at level 4 because that's when I put it on there. All right, and that's going to happen automatically now. So now when I drag this and I create this character, actually let's change it to level 2. So we're going to say, and we're going to call this custom character. Okay. So, and when I go and I create a character, and or to drag this over there at level 2, that's going to appear right here in this abilities menu. All right. So that's what works on this page. And you can see for a paladin, he's got holy resistance, lay on hands, valid humility, and then 3 gets turn him dead for warhorse, stronghold, divine magic. Okay, so then the other important thing is this right here. Okay, so right now there's one that's created. I'm going to add little plus minus I delete buttons here, but for now you can just right click it and create it, and we'll create 4 of them, 3 levels. So this custom character, he can go up to level 3, and from 1 to 2 he needs 2,000, and then he needs 4,000, and then he needs 6,000. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Now here, we're going to actually type in the dice. So what are his hit dice? Or his hit dice 4, or let's say it's a D4, right? So we're going to do D4 and D4. And does he get a bonus? This is an additional bonus, like a class bonus? No. Maybe you make a custom race, and a custom race would give it to him, I don't know. Or he gets level 10, 11, 12, 13, and then it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? Potentially. So his Thaco is going to be 19, 19 and 17. Now, you don't put 0 in this block. So you can see the tooltip says D0. So when you get down to like level 10, you just type in D0. Okay. I actually don't know what happens if you put it as 0. It might break, but actually let's try it. Let's see if we break it. All right. And then this is going to be saves. So we'll just say 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And all I did was tab. And actually what you could do is you could just grab this value and it'll accept drops. So you could actually drop the fields down. Okay. All right. So that's important. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is, does this custom character have any skills? He's going to have a skill called yell. All right. Capital Y-E-L-L. And actually, there's a little tooltip here. It says comma, skill 1, kill. Let's make another one. So we're going to go comma space, and then we're going to say laugh. So his skills are going to be laugh and yell. All right. And then we're going to open up, I did it too fast. We're going to open up this little thing here. All right. And we're just going to type it in exactly as we typed it in up there, yell. And then we're going to right click, create, and laugh. Exactly, same exact letters, okay? And then this is if there's a modifier like this, because it's a skill, it's a D100 roll in OSE. So yeah, so to yell successfully, he's got to go below an 80, and then an 85, and then a 90. And then to laugh, he's got to go, I don't know, 50, 60, and 70. Okay, so now if I did this right, yell and laugh should be created right here, and those little scores should go in right there. Okay, so that's all you need to do. So you have to do at least one of these lines, and the skills are optional. If they don't have any skills, just leave a blank. If you type in none right there, you might get a skill that says none. Just so you know. Okay, so let's see what happens here. We're going to create this guy. Let's give him some constitution. He's got a custom character. His name's going to be Bob. All right, and we're going to see what happens. All right, so he's 2,000. He got those saves. All right, let's see what happened over here. Oh, look, he's got yell and laugh. Let's see if he can successfully yell and laugh. So he can't laugh or yell. Those are some good rolls or bad rolls, depending on how you look at things. And but you know, he didn't get magic stuff yet. All right, well, let's level him to 2. So he needs 2,100, let's say. We're going to level him to 2. Now he should have some magic stuff now. Look at that. He's got magic stuff, and it says enter text. Level 2 granted, right? So pretty cool. So that is pretty much how you enter a custom character. Now, what's cool about this, and the reason I did it like this, is because, yeah, you can enter the advanced guys, right? You could enter magic user up here. You could put his class abilities, and it'll automate it. But let's say you wanted to make a monk or some other custom class. It's all right here. You could do whatever you want, right? If you like the old school essential mechanics, you can make anything work in this rule set. It's almost, you know, kind of generic in nature for fantasy anyways. All right, so next video, we're going to talk about entering spells and items, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.